So if you can, right now we only got 4 guns popping off at a time, right? If you can imagine, right? Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, you know, about 15 guns popping off at the same time, right? That's going to give you, you know, a much bigger punch to the enemy. And you're already struggling, carrying all your equipment, attacking a fortified position. There's the soldiers all along the top of the point of the star. Oh, and to finish answering your question, I'm sorry about that. The way the fort's designed, right? So the angle of those guns will never touch. Like it would basically cover this whole area, whereas that gun's covering that whole area. So yeah, so that they actually can't.
They're not seeing each other.
Correct. Correct. Now the weapons that they're using, for those of you who've been here all day have heard this already. The weapons they're using are muzzle loading rifled muskets, okay? Every time they want to shoot one bullet, they have to go through a 9-step process in order to load the weapon and have it ready to fire. It takes approximately 20 seconds. It takes approximately 20 seconds to go through that entire process. Now that number, that 20-second number, comes under no distress. Imagine bullets coming at you, your weapons following up, because black powder weapons will follow. Create a lot of residue. So every time you fire and you go to ram that bullet down, it's going to get harder and harder and harder. So how realistic is that 20-second number? Well, we speculate as historians, probably not very accurate at all. Not only not accurate, but just unachievable, right? So where does that phrase, 3 aimed shots in a minute, come from? Well, that's what they inspired to. That's what they trained to be able to do.
Okay? That's what that last one was a delayed reaction.
Well, that's not pulling the trigger at the right time.
Right. That's delayed reaction.
Right. So, you know, they would train to be able to theoretically fire 3 shots in a minute. Realistically, though, that's just not happening. And you know, I think this is a great example of just kind of the rhythm you would expect coming from a fortified position like this. Obviously, if we had more men, we could do things like you got 3 guys loading, 1 guy shooting. That was common during some engagements, like the Battle of Gettysburg during Pickett's Charge, the Battle of Fredericksburg. You would have the best shot in your squad doing the shooting, and all the other guys are doing nothing but loading. And then you were able to keep up pretty like that, but it's not like we have today where you can set up a machine gun emplacement and be continuously you know, giving fire to the enemy. Right? There were natural pauses and lulls in a battle. This is very kind of reminiscent of that. So you're not going to have that continuous boom, 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 especially with these guns. If we had more guys, yeah, we could probably increase our fire rate a little bit, but this is pretty accurate to what you would expect. Yes, sir?
What do you do when the enemy gets up to the wall? What is the enemy going to try to do, and what do you want to do when they get?
That's a very good question. What do you think the enemy would have done?
Get some ladders and try and get up?
They would have tried to scale the wall, exactly. So as a defender, obviously you want to stop them before they get close enough to do that. If they are able to get close enough to do that, so the way the fort's designed is, your mother, yeah. I'm talking to your mother about this. The way the fort's designed, if I'm on this part of the wall trying to scale it, soldiers inside the fort over there can shoot at me. So the design of the fort is called the Star Fort, but it was designed specifically for that reason. So that way you have different angles of fire to cover all parts of the fort, right? So even if I'm able to march my butt up over there and get a ladder up, I can still take fire from other parts of the fort. Also imagine too, there would be soldiers and cannon lining the tops of the fort, right? So if I did get up there, who knows how long I'd be able to stay up there. You know? Probably not very long. Well, it sounds to me like they're done in there.
What were they singing?
It'd be cool
I didn't hear.
when we walk up to see those.
Does anyone
lights.
have any
Like, I wanna walk
questions?
up and see what I can